Welcome to This Week in Badger Athletics for the week of February 21st. I'm Allison Metcalf. After holding off Penn State 76-66 on Sunday, the Wisconsin men's basketball team enters the final stretch of the regular season this week. The Badgers downed Penn State for their 18th consecutive home win on the strength of 22 points each from senior forwards John Lure and Keaton Ankeville, giving UW its 5th straight 20-win season. Now, the Badgers look to close out the season by playing 3 of their final 4 games on the road, a stretch that begins Wednesday at Michigan.
Every team that we play next is the best team in America, and I never change that. When we're doing the scouting report, Coach Guard's got Michigan. Michigan will be the best team in the country today at practice. Yes, and tomorrow and Wednesday night.
After taking on the Wolverines at 5:30 p.m. Wednesday, the Badgers return to the Kohl Center for a Senior Day matchup with Northwestern at 5 p.m. Sunday. Both games air live on the Big Ten Network. The Badger women are also coming to the end of their regular season and will play in front of their home fans for the final time when Indiana comes to the Kohl Center on Wednesday. The Badgers will look to bounce back from a heartbreaking 68-66 setback to Michigan last Saturday.
We're treating this is a one-game season. For us right now, it is playoffs. Every game we play right now is a playoff game. And we've got a group of seniors, one who's out for the rest of the season, but a couple others that certainly want to get back that loss we had on Saturday, back on Wednesday against Indiana.
Wednesday's matchup is set for 7 p.m. at the Kohl Center and airs live on BigTenNetwork.com. On Sunday, the Badgers wrap up the regular season in Columbus, Ohio at 11 a.m. as they face the Ohio State Buckeyes on the Big Ten Network. Riding a 20-game unbeaten streak that dates back to November, the top-ranked Badger women's hockey team has already put the regular season in its rearview mirror and opens the WCHA playoffs this weekend by hosting St. Cloud State in a best-of-3 series at the Eagles Nest in Verona. On the line is a trip to the WCHA final face-off.
The one thing you have to understand is everybody's at 0 right now, and so, you can take the regular season, whether it's been a great one, a successful one, or one that maybe hasn't gone the way you want it to go, throw it out the window and get yourself prepared. You get 4 or 5 days to get your team fired up.
The puck drops at 7 p.m. on Friday and Saturday from the Eagles Nest in Verona. If necessary, the series' 3rd game will take place on Sunday at 4 p.m. You can listen live to all the games on InsideBadgerSports.com. Men's hockey also faces a weekend series with St. Cloud State as the Badgers travel to St. Cloud for a pair of games Friday and Saturday. UW enters the weekend after suffering a loss on Friday before battling to a 3-3 tie on Saturday against border rival Minnesota. Both of this weekend's games with the Huskies are set for 7 p.m. live on the Badger Radio Network. Championship season officially gets underway for the men's and women's track teams this weekend with the running of the Big Ten Indoor Championships. The Badger women head to West Lafayette, Indiana, looking to build off their 3rd-place finish at last year's conference outdoor meet, while the number 13 ranked men's team heads to Champaign, Illinois, in search of its first Big Ten crown since 2008.
I'd like to think we're in the hunt to contend for a championship. Probably the most parity I've seen maybe ever on the men's side, with 4 or 5, maybe even 6 teams that have a chance to be in the top probably 3 teams.
Men's swimming and diving also shifts into championship mode, traveling to the Big Ten Championships in Minneapolis this Wednesday through Saturday. Back in Madison, both tennis teams host duels this week, with UIC in town to take on the Badger men, and in-state rival Marquette taking on the women's squad in a doubleheader Wednesday. The men also will face Nebraska at noon on Saturday. For more information on everything going on this week in Badger Athletics, stay with UWBadgers.com. We'll catch you next week.